Okay, is it authenticated or not? Is it following given rules or not? That is what validated. So this type of the validations we can done at the browser side, at the client side with help of the JavaScript. These are the main advantages of JavaScript. As we covered already, advantages, it helps you developing great front end as well as back end softwares. Front end and back end means with which user interact. If you open any website, what is the page displayed to you? With which page you are interacting? That is called front end. Backend means where the actual data is stored. That is called backend. Okay. We have several frameworks related to the JavaScript like jQuery, Node.js. These are very trending one. In industry also, so many people are using jQuery and Node.js nowadays. So with help of this type of the frameworks, we can easily develop the front-end and back-end applications with help of the JavaScript. Okay. And one more important point is, generally, if you want to execute any Java program, you must install relevant software. Like in the case of the Java, you must install JDK. If you want to execute C language, you must install any compiler. But coming to the JavaScript, it is very easy to execute the programs. No need to install any particular software. Just a browser is enough. By default, in every system, you may have one browser. Suppose you are using Microsoft Windows operating system, you may have Microsoft Edge browser by default. So like that, every operating system provides at least one default browser. So if you want to execute JavaScript programs, you no need to do anything. Just simply write the code and execute it. No need to download any software. No need to do any setup. Okay, this is also one of the advantages of the JavaScript. JavaScript uses to develop the mobile applications also. With help of the JavaScript, we can develop mobile applications, games, desktop applications. Okay. Of course, basic point is JavaScript is used to develop web applications, nothing but websites, web-related applications. With suppose web-related application means if you want to execute that application, internet connection is compulsory. Okay, simply those called web applications. That is major motto of the JavaScript, but along with that, we can develop mobile applications, games, and desktop applications also with help of the JavaScript. As we covered, with help of the JavaScript, we can do client-side validations and manipulating HTML pages. Suppose if you want to do any modifications related to the HTML. Why we are discussing about HTML again? Because if you want to develop the code of JavaScript, we have two methods. First method is we need to write the
Hello, sir.
JavaScript code. Yeah,
I have one doubt, sir.
yeah.
You're saying HTML or JavaScript. What are the differences and we using between two of them?
Yeah, okay, very good question. So HTML is a markup language which is used to develop the static web pages. Static web pages means the content will not be changed. Only one content will be displayed, just like a newspaper. So as a user of the newspaper, as a reader of the newspaper, you cannot change the content, right? You must purchase the newspaper. You must read what it contains. That's it. You are not allowed to change that. In the same way, we have some web pages, we must read that. Even the same thing, we have e-Nadu paper website, okay, e-paper. So you cannot change the content in the e-Nadu paper, digital version of the e-Nadu, okay. That is called static web pages. You cannot interact with that. What that page has, you can read that, that's it. But coming to the JavaScript, JavaScript is used to develop the dynamic web pages. The meaning of the dynamic web pages means you can interact with that. Interact means you can give the input and you will get the output depending on the input. For example, you may talk with your close friends. You may ask some question to your friend and you will get some answer from your friend. That is what interacts between you and your friend, right? In the
Okay.
same way, you can ask the question to the website. You can enter something and you can click on the submit button. You are asking some question. Depending on your question, you will get some output. You will get some answer regarding to that question what you asked. That type of the nature is called dynamic nature, dynamic web pages.
Sir,
Suppose,
sir, in
yeah,
WhatsApp, like Facebook, in like these apps, we will use the JavaScript, sir.
yeah, JavaScript you can use in any web related applications.
Okay, sir.
Okay. I
Okay,
think
sir.
the doubt is clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, done. Next. One of the applications of JavaScript is user notifications. Generally, when you're working with any browser or websites, you may get some pop-up boxes. Okay, even though you are using any online platforms like Zoom or Google Meet, also when you are trying to open that Google Meet link or Zoom link, you will get some pop-up. Do you want to allow using the mic, or do you want to allow using the video of your camera, and so on. So
Hi.
yes, to create such type of the pop-ups also we can use JavaScript. And again, and you don't think like that all the pop-ups are created by using JavaScript only. I'm not saying like that. That type of the pop-ups we can create with help of the JavaScript. With same we can do with help of the other programming languages also. Okay. Now, some more applications of the JavaScript are backend data loading. Nothing but if you want to load some data from server to any applications, you can load that. Presentations. Suppose you are mentoring one website, you want to display some presentations. For example, if you open any website, let us say one organization or one business related website, they may show some achievements of the business, achievements of that organization in the home page. Just like a presentation, when you open the home page of a particular website, they may show the achievement of those organizations in just like a slideshow manner. If you want to display, if you want to designing a web page with that type of the slideshows, you can do that with help of the JavaScript. Server applications, so you can develop the server applications also. You can get the data from the server also with help of the JavaScript applications. These are few applications. So many applications are there. Now see a very simple code related to the JavaScript. How to write JavaScript code? As I said already, we have two methods to write the JavaScript code. First method is we must write the JavaScript code within the HTML code. Or technically, we need to embed JavaScript code within the HTML code. That is the first method. If you observe this code, we started with HTML. This is the HTML code, purely HTML code, starting with HTML. You must understand HTML, you must know HTML before the JavaScript. That is the hierarchy. So HTML is a tag, body is one more tag within the HTML. Here the important point is, which is highlighted in the bold, script space, language is equal to our assignment, JavaScript within the double quotes, space. Each and everything is very important. Type is equal to within the double quotes text slash JavaScript. This is the line indicating that we are writing JavaScript within this HTML code. Repeating, what I'm saying is how to write JavaScript code. That is our topic. Then how to write? We have two methods. We can write the JavaScript code within the HTML code. That is first method. Second method is we can write the JavaScript code in a separate file. Okay. So now we are discussing about the first method. What is first method? We can write that JavaScript code within the HTML body, within the HTML file. So within the HTML file, within the body section, we are writing script tag. This is called script tag. If you include script tag, what does it mean? We are writing JavaScript code here that must be started with script tag. And here language and type, these are called attributes. Language is one attribute, type is another attribute. Language value must be JavaScript. These are predefined and type value must be text slash JavaScript. Now you can write your JavaScript code after this statement. Okay. Then observe here, we have one statement document.write. Within the parentheses, within the double quotes, we have written hello world. This is a output statement in the JavaScript. You know already in the C language, the output function is printf. Na? In CPP, the output function is cout, output statement. In Java, system.out.println is the output statement. So in the same way, every programming language has its own input and output statements. In JavaScript, the output statement or output function is document.write. It is used to print something on the screen as the output of the program. Now you can observe document.write. Within the double quotes, what you write, that will be displayed as an output of the program. After writing that document.write, you can close the script. Okay, script closing. Okay, less than slash script. Meaning of the tag is closing tag. Okay, you must know this is in HTML. Okay, then body close, HTML close. This is very simple program in the JavaScript, which is used to print hello world. Any doubts here? Same thing, already I explained each every point, but I insert the explanation also here. This will help for you while preparing for the exam. What is
Hello, sir.
language? Yeah.
Sir, in program first is sir. In write dot document say na sir.
Hmm.
Hello world.
Hmm.
And that we want you told us first you want to enter first you tell us with using JavaScript we can show results.
Hmm.
First we enter our details, sir.
That is high level program. You are at basic level.
Okay,
We
sir.
can do such type of the things with help of the JavaScript. But if you want to know such type of the high level code, first you know basics.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. So
Okay,
here
sir.
we are starting from the basics. After you know the unit 3, unit 4 and object oriented programmings, then you can go for the designing part, then you can go for the event handling. Whenever you know all those topics, you can develop such type of the web pages.
Okay, sir.
Then coming to the white space and line breaks. So JavaScript ignores spaces stamps. Nothing but if you give any space or without spaces, or if you give more space, you won't get any error in the JavaScript. That is one of the advantages. And the semicolons are optional. If you have the idea about the C language, semicolon is mandatory. Suppose if you write printf statement, scanf statement, if you are not writing the semicolon, you will get an error because in C, C++, semicolon is mandatory. But coming to the JavaScript, it is optional. If you want to write, you can. Otherwise, also no problem. If you are ignoring the semicolon, also you won't get any error. See the sample program. What you have here: script language JavaScript type text slash JavaScript. That is compulsory statement in any JavaScript code. Within that body, observe this variable one, var one. That is my variable name. Okay, variable one, assignment 10. So here we are not writing a semicolon at the end of the 10. Variable one assignment 10 without semicolon. In the second statement also variable two assignment 20 without semicolon. This is also a valid. Okay, without semicolon also we can write the statement. And one more important rule is, suppose if you want to assign the values to two variables in a single line, observe here which is highlighted in the bold. variable 1 assignment 10 semicolon, variable 2 assignment 20 semicolon. What you need to understand from this is whenever you are assigning two values for the two different variables in a single statement, in such cases you must use semicolon. Otherwise, if you want to assign the values in the separate line, no need to write the semicolon. Okay, this is the rule. But it is good programming practice to use semicolon, because in any programming languages that is common practice to use the semicolon. So as a good programmer, it is a good practice to use the semicolons. Then coming to the property of case sensitivity, as you know, C language is also a case sensitive programming language. Case sensitive means case here is uppercase or lowercase. Uppercase is different from the lowercase letters. So JavaScript also a case sensitive programming language. For example, if you declare any variable name like time, observe here, I have written time twice here, time time, where T is capital. And one more time, I have written time here with all capital letters. Okay. So this time is completely different from the second time, because in the second word time, all letters are capital letters. In the first time, 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 the first letter T only capital, remaining all are in lowercase letters. So JavaScript understand that these two are completely different. Even though as a human beings, you may understand that these two are same, these two giving the meaning of time. But the JavaScript understand those two are completely different because case is different. One is uppercase, one another is lowercase. When you change the case, JavaScript treats those as completely different. That is the meaning of case sensitivity. And coming to the comments in JavaScript, every programming language has a feature comments. If you want to write some information about your code, you can go for the comments. In C language, we use double forward slashes for the single line comment. And if you want to write the comments in the multiple lines, you can go for the forward slash star and ends with star forward slash. So same way, you can write the same rule, double forward slash for the single line, forward slash star and star forward slash for the multiple lines in the JavaScript also. What is the rule we have in the C? You can apply the same rule here also. That is also valid in JavaScript. Then see this example program, how to use comments in JavaScript code. See here, after writing script language statement in the third line, we are writing this is a comment. It is similar to comments in C or C++. Here we are writing double forward slash before that third statement. Observe the third statement, double forward slashes. So this is used to a single line as a comment line. If you write that comment line, that statement won't be recognized by the JavaScript. That won't be compiled, that won't be executed, that won't be passed. Okay, that will not be recognized, completely ignored by the JavaScript. Then, where we need to write this JavaScript code? Because already I told you now, we can write the JavaScript code in the HTML file. But within that HTML, where we need to write? In the head section or in the body section? So many people may get that doubt. The answer for that question is, you can write the JavaScript code within the head part. That is valid. And if you want to write the JavaScript code within the body part of the HTML part, that is also valid. But try to understand which method is suitable in which case. Okay, so depending on your requirement, you need to select. For example, I want to write JavaScript code in head part. When we need to write JavaScript code in head part, the best case is, suppose when you want to run a script based on the event handling, as I said just now, submit button and so on. So if you observe this, we have the two boxes now. The small box, which is highlighted in the blue color border, this code will produce the following results. See, that is the output of this program. Click here for the results. and we have one box, say hello button. When you click on the say hello button, we get some information. That is the code we have written here. When you want to develop such type of the code, when you have functions in your code, when you have some buttons in your code, in such cases, write the JavaScript code in the head part, that is suggestible method. Okay, if you observe this code, observe the code HTML head part. Within the head part, after the head part, we are writing the script tag. Nothing but we are writing JavaScript code within the head part of the HTML. Okay, so in such cases, writing the JavaScript in the head part is suggestible method. Observe the code, script type text JavaScript. Okay, if you want to write a language, nothing error there, you can write a language attribute also, no problem. Okay, then coming to the function, observe here function say hello, open braces, alert, observe the keyword alert, that is a method, alert hello world. Okay, so here we are using alert function to display some information, alert box. Okay, then script close, head close, and within the body part, follow the code. Within the body part, we are writing like input type assignment button, on click say hello. This is actually high level code. You need to know more and more topics to understand this code, but anyway, just go through the outline. Value equals to say hello, nothing but we are creating one button. Input type equals to button means that code is used to create the button. On click equals to say hello means when you click on that, say hello function will be executed. Where we have written the say hello function already within the JavaScript code, within the head part, already we have written a function say hello. So when you click on the button say hello, the function say hello will be executed. That is the meaning of this code. Okay. So this is the case when you can write the JavaScript code in the head part. And when we need to write the code in the body part. So suppose if you have the case, if you want to display something, a general message, I don't want to create any buttons. I don't want to use any functions, just simply a normal text I want to print as output of the program. In such cases, so writing the JavaScript in the body part is suggestible. Okay, if you observe this code, within that, within the body part, see now HTML, head open, head close. Already head is open and closed. Within the body part, I am writing the script type, body, script type, text, JavaScript, and so on. Within the body part, we are writing the JavaScript code. So this is major difference between this code to the previous code. So what I want to print document.write hello world. I want to print hello world as output of this program using JavaScript and closing the script tag. And after that, I am writing a paragraph p tag, that is HTML tag purely, not related to the JavaScript. And p tag is a paragraph tag which is used to create a paragraph or single line also. This is a web page body. The same text will be displayed in the output screen. Close the body, close the HTML. Okay, if you run this, and how to run this program, just to take a notepad, write this code in the notepad, save that notepad file with HTML extension. Like suppose, open the notepad, type the complete code, go to file, save and select any location, give any name, but you must write .html compulsory. Then double click on that file. Automatically this code will be executed. You will get this output. Very simple. If you know the execution procedure of HTML, you can follow the same method here also. Now, second method, we can write the JavaScript code within the HTML or out of the HTML also. This is the second method. Suppose if you want to write the JavaScript code in a separate file, and I want to write the HTML file as a separate file, two files. I want to maintain two files. At the runtime, the JavaScript code will be connected to the HTML file. So if you want to do this, you can do that. In this case, you must write the JavaScript code in a separate file. Then how to do that? Very simple. First, open any notepad, write the code like which is highlighted in the right hand side box, function, say hello, alert hello world, close, and save this file as any name. But in this example, I am using the name file name. You can give any name. Okay. File name .js. You must save this code with file name .js. File name means you can give any name. Just I am giving some name file name. But the extension .js is compulsory. Okay. We created one file. Keep aside and open one more notepad file and write this code what we have in the left hand side box, first box. Okay. HTML code, head part, within that script type JavaScript and source. This is very important part. See now, script type equals to text or JavaScript, that is common thing. But after that we have an attribute src, indicates source. You need to assign a JavaScript file name to the value for this attribute source. src assignment file name.js. What is file name.js? Before this already we created one file now. We have written some code and saved with that name file name.js. That is actually purely JavaScript code. So we are assigning that to the source attribute src. And close the script, close the head and body. If you want to write anything within the body like any paragraph, that is up to you. And close the HTML. So if you run this HTML code at the runtime, the JavaScript file will be attached and this code will be executed. You will get the result of this JavaScript code. Okay. What are the methods we followed? First, open any notepad, write this code, second box code, save that file with some name.js. And one more notepad, write this first box code. You must give the same name. What is the name we have given to the JavaScript? File name.js. So for the source attribute also, you must use the same name. What is the name you have given to this JavaScript? You must maintain the same name here. With that name only, the HTML code is going to identify the JavaScript code. I think it's clear. Now, next topic is a very simple topic, data types of the JavaScript. I think you know CPP now. In the same way, we have the same topic data types in the JavaScript also, but there may be a slight difference from language to language. Coming to the JavaScript, we have the three major types of the data types called numbers, strings, and Boolean. Okay, numbers means you can store integer, float. And one more important point here, numbers data type, you can store integer and float. There is no particular data type for the float and int. Those two are treated as same in the JavaScript. String is common if you want to store any word combinations of the words or a collection of the characters. So you can use string, some text. And Boolean, that is also common in all programming languages. If you want to store true or false values, you can go for the Boolean. Coming to the variables concept in the JavaScript, how all the programming languages have the concept of variables. Here also same thing. Theoretically, no changes, same concept. Variable is used to store the values, to store the data. We are giving some name to the one memory location. That is nothing but a variable name. But the important point in JavaScript, a unique property of the JavaScript when compared to the CRCPP is, when you are creating the variable, you must use the keyword var. Okay, you must use the keyword var while you are creating any variable. This is very, very important point in the JavaScript. You must remember. Coming to the C language or CPP, you no need to use any particular keyword while creating the variables. But in JavaScript, it is compulsory to use the keyword var to create the variable. If you observe the code, script type, text JavaScript, and after that, I created two variables. Observe money and name. Those two are variable names. So before creating that variable name, before the variable name money, we used the keyword var, that is compulsory, which is used to indicate the followed name is a variable name. Okay, var, variable money, variable name. Here the variables are declared only, we are not assigning any value. This is how to declare. This slide tells what is the importance of variable keyword, var keyword. Now, with help of the single var keyword, we can declare multiple variables also. See now, I want to declare two variables, money, name, in a single statement. In such cases, no need to use two times the same keyword var. You can use the var single time, and how many variables you want to declare within the single statement, you can do that. Observe the code, var space money comma name semicolon. Like this, depending on your requirement, how many variables you want to declare, you can declare by using the single time the keyword var. No need to write multiple times if you want to declare in a single statement. But if you want to declare the variables in the multiple statements, you must use var for each and every statement. That is compulsory. Now, what is the major difference between a declaration and initialization? So observe this code. I created a variable name, var space name, and assigning some value, name of some person. This is what I created a variable and assigning the value. This is called variable initialization. Okay, storing a value in a variable is called variable initialization. After that statement, if you observe, I created one more variable money, but I am not assigning any value, right? That is called only declaration. We are declaring the variable money, but I am not storing any value. One more important point. If you want to declare a variable in some statement, after some statements, if you want to assign the value, that is also valid. Observe variable money, next statement or anywhere else you want in the code, you can assign that value, that is also valid. So there is no particular rule you must assign the value within the same statement of the declaration. You can write the declaration in one statement, assigning the value in any statement depending on your requirement. That is valid. No. Okay, any doubts regarding to this session?
సార్ ఈ పీడిఎఫ్ షేర్ చేస్తారా సార్?
Yeah, obviously. I will send this to your course in charge. The course in charge
Okay.
will be shared with you.
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే, థ్యాంక్
Yeah. Any doubts?
యూ. నో సార్.
Okay, go through this document which will be shared to you. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the next session also.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay, right.
Thank you, sir.
I will show you the execution tomorrow or day after tomorrow whenever I have the. See, right now I don't have the PC with me. I will show you in the next session the execution part also.
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
One small doubt.
yeah, you can ask.
Sir, you tell us, Inadu, Shakshi. The right dot the document in that space we will input our 1 meter one use sir?
Yeah, actually coming to the e-paper, they used completely HTML to display the news.
Okay, okay.
Okay, but here we started from JavaScript.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so and we can create the buttons. Already I have shown to you a code now, which is used to create a button.
Ah, sir.
That is only small. You need to know more and more topics still. We covered how to create the button only, but how to enter a value, how the value will be submitted, that is very high level topic.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
You must know more and more topics to reach that level.
Okay, sir.
Okay, just we covered basics only, very basics, elementary things. All these are in the JavaScript.
Button. ఎంత
Any doubt?
No.
Yeah. Okay, I will share this document, go through this and read this, try to practice the code. If you have any doubts, we will discuss it in the next session. Okay, right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Right.